All right, time for our fiscal focus segment. As always, sponsored by InfoChoice, your choice of information on Australian consumer finance. Now, a recent survey from American Express has revealed that many Aussies have a desire to be more mindful with their finances in 2024. And many are prioritising wellness when it comes to their spending. So joining us to tell us more is Corinne Ng, the Vice President and General Manager of Travel and Lifestyle Services at American Express. Corinne, welcome to the Savings Tip Jar.
Thanks for having me, Dom.
Thanks for joining us, Corinne. So first question, just kind of what Dom was mentioning there. So what exactly is driving Australians to prioritise wellness over perhaps ambition and productivity? And what aspects of wellness are Australian consumers embracing? What has AMEX found here?
Well, I think the COVID pandemic has made everyone take stock of what's really, really important to them. And I think it's helped to realign our values and really encouraged us to reassess what's really matters in life. And so wellness is such an important asset, and it's a fantastic return on investment. And it's not to say that productivity and ambition are not important, they really are, but wellness is a fundamental foundation. So in good health, you can be productive and you can be ambitious as well. And the aspects that we see customers and the Australian consumers are really embracing is really physical wellness as well as mental wellness. And so you've got physical wellness goals such as eating healthier, more outdoor activities, drinking less. That was an interesting one. 29% of customers are prioritizing drinking less. And then when it comes to mental wellness, there's 55% of customers are saying they want to get more sleep. I totally get that one and buy into that, as well as better organizing their homes, learning a new skill or hobby.
And Corinne, what about financial wellness? Are there many of us seeking to improve ourselves in that area?
Yes, for sure. 43% of Australians are setting personal financial goals in 2024. And when we look at the research, the study, it's saying that those who are setting personal financial goals, half of them want to be more financially independent and empowered, and more than a third are actually looking to better spend within their means. And so it's certainly a theme. It's the year of, I guess I would say, the year of saving and taking back control of your finances.
For sure. And it's probably no question as to why, cost of living's going up. Interest rate rises are affecting many with the mortgage and also on other products as well. So I guess a lot of people are moving to be more mindful of their finance. So, and it's a term that you've coined in the AMEX survey. So what is mindful finance? What is it about, and why does it matter? And why is this a sort of growing theme in 2024?
Yeah, no, being mindful is about being more aware of how you're spending, what you're spending your money on, and being empowered. But also the aspect that the surveys called out is it's about how it makes you feel. And so as we look at the themes of the survey, we see that sustainability is very important. 58% of customers are planning to seek out brands that help to that carbon offset. Over nearly half of customers in the survey are looking at improving their recycling habits at home, and also 26% of them are aiming to decrease their carbon footprint. And then what's also really interesting as it also relates to travel is that just under half of consumers are planning to make bookings at accommodations that prioritize sustainability. So when we think about the whole mindful aspect of it, it's really just, it's being empowered to make decisions about your financial spending, and ensuring that you feel good about where your money's going.
Now, Corinne, some of the results revealed that there's been a bit of a surge in spending on health services like beauty salons and massage parlors. Why is that? Why are we seeing that surge? Is that, stress related? Is it maybe an aftershock from all the stress of the COVID pandemic? Can you just tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, no, the increase in spending on health services ties directly with the trends coming out of the research. And it's really about the pursuit of physical and mental wellness. Australians do also love to jump on the latest in health and wellness trends, and we're seeing it in our own spending insights. And so having a health regimen is a commitment that people feel really great about. And so it is about pursuing some niche health trends like spa treatments and infrared saunas, cryotherapy, sound baths. That sounds really interesting as well, and facials. And I've also jumped a little bit on the bandwagon by buying my own infrared sauna because I did the math and figured that that was what made sense. So get a bit of financial planning there as well.
Did you put the infrared sauna purchase on your Amex credit card? But more to the point, can you give us any insights from Amex, like spending insights? Because this was based on a survey, right? But what are your customers' purchases telling us about the sort of changing dynamic in spending this year?
No, our purchase trends are actually very in line with the survey. We have seen an increase in actual spending at massage locations, spa locations, and health services, health related services products as well. So it's actually really interesting that it ties very nicely into what we're seeing in the overall external trends with what we're seeing with our own consumer spending.
Yes, certainly sounds like it really is lining up quite well. Now, many Aussies spent big on live sport in 2023 amid big events like the FIFA Women's World Cup. I was among them. I got tickets. I was lucky enough to go to that was a quarterfinal against France. That was a big game. They went penalty shootout. Nice. Just wondering, is this sort of surge in spending on live events, is that set to continue this year?
Yeah, 2024, we talked about being the year of reevaluating priorities, but it's also the year of reevaluating passions. And so in our survey, we see that the need for reconnection takes absolute center stage for Australians around across the board. And so I think something like 59% of Australians are planned to attend more live sporting events than compared to last year, and soccer is topping that list. I guess it shows the Matilda fever afterglow, and there's no signs of slowing down there. And I think over 55% of those surveyed are also planning to engage in more outdoor activities overall. And I was just even reflecting about sporting events. I was lucky enough, I was in Paris for a meeting during a Rugby World Cup through one of the matches there. And there was this moment where all these people wearing matching football jerseys with completely different accents were all meeting, and they were friends that hadn't seen each other for years. And so it just shows, they're taking the opportunity to reconnect. And it was like just the feeling and the energy was amazing, because it was just a reunion of sorts with all these people wearing the same football jersey. So I thought that was a fun fact, and I saw it happen, playing out right in front of my own eyes.
Well, yeah, very lucky and something great to witness. Sport's certainly a way to sort of bring people together and make people forget about their troubles for a couple hours if they're doing it tough or whatever. The sort of world economy, I guess, came to the forefront in 2023, and it's probably going to continue to be a big topic this year as well. But we'll move back to the health stuff just for a little bit, because some of the health trends that you see getting around, on TikTok and whatever, are pretty interesting. So what were some of the more, I guess, zany trends, both from, the spending data or the survey? What are some of the more, I guess, strange trends taking off? Because, we know that a lot of people are doing saunas, massages, but what are some of the more zany fads out there?
Zany fads. Oh, I think we certainly saw the very kind of core ones around eating healthier, just being outdoors more. That's probably, a bit of an after effect also of COVID. I personally thought the drinking less one was quite fun. Perhaps also the start of the year. I think that learning a new skill or hobby has come top of mind for a lot of customers, and better organizing your homes. So I don't know how many times I've seen all of these organization boxes and things that completely match in the household, and that seems to be a thing that's it makes me feel like I need to follow and make my own house a little bit more organized with things that match. so that we're certainly seeing, people continue to care about that, and I think it's probably part of this whole notion of getting more control of your life, getting control of your personal finances, getting control of your health.
So, Corinne, for its customers, what's AMEX doing to encourage people to be more mindful with their spending? Are there any sort of special products or services that can help with that?
Yeah, no, we've got a number of different platforms. So we've got this platform called Hello Possible. It's a lot about education, where consumers can access content that really helps them make better financial decisions. So it could be learning about tools and strategies that help to pay off their credit card, managing money better, and then there are some tools in there also about that help you manage and navigate your lifestyle changes, lifestyle moments, such as tips and advice when you're transitioning to parenthood, for example. That's one for customers. For our business customers, we have a global content platform. It's called Business Class, and it provides knowledge and insights that helps business owners and other business-minded individuals make decisions that help keep them competitive in today's, what we would see a very, very complex and fast-changing world of business. And then the third one is our core program of membership rewards. You probably heard about it. It's where we are rewarding customers for all their purchases, including categories such as everyday spend. So customers can make purchases and get points for fuel, groceries, and then as they earn points, they're able to use it to help do things like even pay down their credit card bills, as an example. So there are a number of platforms and tools and tips that American Express is really getting behind to help the overall market.
Just finally, Corinne, you've mentioned your sauna purchase. But what other ways have you perhaps prioritized wellness over just strictly the finances so far this year, or maybe in late 2023?
I think this trying to be more conscious of how much screen time I'm having, and one of the reasons why I actually love the sauna is I'm really afraid of having my phone in there and something happening, going wrong with the heat and the phone. Not two good combinations. It's actually the time I invest back into reading, and where I have no connection to the internet. So it's a little bit of trying to just being very intentional about how I'm spending my time, and carving out time where I'm not connected. And so that's a personal thing, but those moments are really valuable to me.
Yeah, it certainly seems like a lot of people really are, trying to spend a much less time on their devices. We're incessantly glued to these things all the time. But really make a conscious effort this year to have that time to yourself to reflect and get away from all the nasty stuff. You can be too connected to everything that's going on, and sometimes it is very, very valuable to step away for a bit. Corinne Ng, it's been a pleasure having you on the Savings Tip Jar podcast. Really appreciate your insights.
A really, really pleasure to be here, Dominic Harrison. Thank you so much for your time.
Thanks so much, Corinne.